What is up, guys? And so this is one of probably the number one question I get, whether it's on the Facebook ad, whether it is inside this group after joining. People see, for course creators, agency owners, and coaches. And, guys, it's one of those things where I want you guys to understand that it's not about we're running Facebook ads for coaches. We're running Facebook ads for e-commerce. We're not, just running ads for lawyers, right? And so what I want you guys to understand, and this is what a lot of courses are not teaching. How many of you guys right now who are on this call, how many of you guys have bought a Facebook ads course before? Throw that in the comments. Just curious. You don't have to name the program. You can if you want. Just let me know. Just curious, because my whole purpose with this $7 group was to do something that no other person was actually doing. Because, guys, I have been through pretty much almost every single ads course that is out there because I do my due diligence. And it's like, if I am going to be helping people, I need to know the type of content that they're watching. I need to know what exactly the process that they're going through. What are they watching? What is the process behind other courses, and why are people still having this very huge disconnect? Why are people still not understanding how to utilize Facebook ads in a way that's going to work for them? Okay. And so today I am going to help you guys have a much clearer understanding and a roadmap. Okay. Everyone that's watching this video right now is going to have a roadmap by the end of this video on what direction they should take when it comes to Facebook advertising. And you guys are going to have a really good understanding of why a lot of niches, like if you start organically, and it doesn't even matter the niche, whether it is e-com, having a very strong organic foundation is going to make for a better business. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a couple examples as we actually go through this, because like I said, I feel like this is probably the number one disconnect between Facebook advertising and the different niches. Okay, so it doesn't matter whether you are a lawyer trying to get leads for your law office. It does not matter whether you are an e-com business owner trying to get sales for your e-com business. It does not matter whether you are an online coach, whether you are an online course creator, whether you are a dentist, a chiropractor. Guys, and I'm going to give you guys a couple examples that I think a lot of you guys, so do me a favor. Whenever you guys have a light bulb aha moment during this training, hashtag aha in the comments, okay? Think about this. Think about this. Everything that you guys are learning is all part of the buyer's journey. What I'm teaching you guys here is not strictly just a strategy for Facebook. It's not a strategy just for YouTube. It's not. This will work on any platform, guys. You guys know I came from a very strong television background. 19 years working for CBS. I've worked for Fox. I've worked for EW Scripts, HGTV, Food Network. I've worked for them all, helping them build these big, massive brands. And guess what? We used the exact same framework that I'm showing you guys here. But before you can make it work, we have to understand how this is all going to fit together, right? Every single person right now, let me know in the comments. Everyone has an offer and an upsell, right? Right? Everyone has an offer and an upsell. If you guys have an offer and an upsell, throw it down in the comments. Let me know. What is your offer? What is your upsell? Just curious. I want to make this very, very interacting and engaging. I want you guys to take part in this. We're going to have a conversation here, okay? And like I said, I promise by the end of the video, you guys are going to have a very strong blueprint that you can utilize in order to get more customers using Facebook advertising, YouTube advertising, Instagram advertising, right? Okay, so all of us have an offer and all of us have an upsell, right? If you're an online coach, you most likely have a lead magnet or a low ticket offer that is bringing people into the upsell, correct? Okay, cool. If you were an online coach that has an offer and an upsell, let me know in the comments. Now, oh my God, my dogs are going crazy. Sorry. If you guys have a restaurant, You have an offer, you have an upsell, right? Great example. Remember this, guys, when we were kids and, McDonald's used to send us all of these coupons that are in the mail, right? McDonald's used to send us these coupons in the mail. What is the first thing that we would do, right? We would go into McDonald's and then we would give them the coupon. Someone else in our party would buy something and what are they going to say? Would you like to supersize that? Right? Upsell. Whenever I was doing ads for restaurants and, pizza parlors and everything else, everyone had an offer and had an upsell, right? If my mattress store owner, the offer was the mattress, the upsell was the bed frame and all of the pillows that go along with it. If you are a pizza parlor owner, right? The offer, come in for a free slice of pizza. Guess what? When they go in for a free slice of pizza, they're upselling to what? Cocktail of the day, beer of the day, right? We all have an offer and an upsell. If you own an e-com store, right? One of the biggest lessons that they're going to teach you guys is to have an upsell. That is how you improve your cart value, by having an upsell, right? Those are all things that we all have, and it doesn't matter which industry you are in, right? And so the whole point of Facebook advertising is to drive traffic to our offers, right? Because once they take our offer, they're going to get access to that upsell as well. Now they're going to do one of two things, right? When they hit that offer, they're going to do one of two things. They're either going to buy or they're not going to buy. And we need to have, remember what I told you guys in phase 1. Facebook advertising is simply just content that's paid to move people through your funnel. I'm going to say that one more time. Facebook advertising is just content that we're paying Facebook to show in front of the people that need to see it so that we can move them through our funnel, right? So if we have an offer here and we're sending traffic, we're sending cold traffic. Let's just say we're going to send cold traffic right here to our offer, right? Let's get a little arrow going. I love Keynote, love getting a chance to draw. So we're sending cold traffic to an offer. They're going to do one of two things, right? They're either going to take us up on that offer or they're not going to take us up on that offer, right? Where people are going wrong with Facebook advertising is they're simply stopping here. They are simply just sending cold traffic to an offer and just hoping that people are going to buy. I will say this, probably 1 out of 100 people who you send to your if it's a low ticket offer are going to buy. Now, if you sending cold traffic to a lead magnet, you're thinking that maybe 10 or 20% are going to buy the upsell, right? But it doesn't matter. Whether this is a free offer or low ticket offer, that's not the point. The point is we're going to utilize Facebook advertising or Instagram advertising or YouTube advertising to get people back here. And so that is why we want to create retargeting sequences, right? That's what I told you guys in phase 3, right? It's the retargeting phase. So basically what we're going to do is we're simply, if people, cold traffic hits our offer, they don't buy, we're going to send them retargeting ads, right? Usually those retargeting ads, I love them to hit some type of objective, right? Most people, when they see my $7 offer, their very first objective is like, there could possibly not be any value in that $7 group. If I'm only paying $7 a month, there ain't no value there. There's no way. So my very first video, some of you guys have probably converted on this one ad. I literally show them my checklist. I show them the back office. I show them that there's live calls. I'm meeting that first objective. The second objective that I have to meet is that a lot of people don't think that they can do this with little time. And so my next ad out of the gate is by one of my students named Penny, who went through my course while she was on vacation and she still got clients. So that's my second point, right? So you want all of these retargeting ads, right? So you're going to create a custom audience here, and you guys learned this in phase 3. You're creating custom audiences of people who are hitting certain offers, and we're simply just telling Facebook, hey, I saw that this person didn't take me up on this offer, so I'm going to send them more content because they're not ready to take me on that offer. You're going to do the exact same thing. Oops. Right here. People are going to hit your upsell, and you're simply going to create retargeting. Again, this doesn't matter whether you are a lawyer, whether you are a chiropractor, right? We all have an offer. We all have an upsell. Now I'm going to show you guys where phase 4 comes into play inside the program, right? We all have an offer. We all have an upsell, right? There's nothing different about this. Whether you have an e-com, everything, the strategy right now, guys, all the same. Are you guys starting to, is anyone, come on, give me an aha. Someone has to have an aha moment right now, right? There is, and I'm going to give you guys some real life examples, right? And so we're just basically taking people back. People are hitting our offers and we're simply retargeting them with ads. Now, is the messaging and everything going to be different throughout different niches? Absolutely. But the strategies that I'm teaching you guys here, they're for every single niche. Watch this. Watch this. This strategy is far from over, guys. So next, what we're going to do, right? We're going to add in phase 4, which you guys have in your back office, and it is something that I call power content, right? This is where we build our audience, right? We start with cold traffic, but we also want to have an audience building campaign going. And I show you guys this in phase 4. So now you guys can see that we're starting to build a very robust ad strategy, right? And so what we have going here are two different things, right? We're sending cold traffic to an offer and we're building an audience alongside of it. So whenever my coaches are, they're out of their launch seasons, right? A lot of coaches have launch seasons. We're doing the audience building all year long. Whenever I ran ads for an Amy Porterfield campaign last fall, guess what we were doing before? We were audience building. It does not matter. So let me give you an example, because people are like, well, I sell e-com. How does your phase 1 for your organic strategy fit in with what I'm doing for e-com? Okay. So here's what separates my ideology from so many other people that are online. And you guys, this is an open conversation. I want you guys to be able to ask me anything, and I'm going to be 100% real with you guys. I think you guys know that by now. So a lot of e-com people are like, oh, you don't have to do all of that and blah, blah, blah. It's like, do you want to build a store that's just going to get a whole bunch of quick sales, or do you want to build a brand? Okay? If you guys are in this group to just sell a whole bunch of stuff in a very short amount of time with no real strategy, like if you're going for like the get rich quick, then I will say this, no, this group is not for you. What I'm teaching you guys how to do is build a sustainable brand, right? Because what if, like, I'll give you guys an example. So my wife and I, we love to bicycle, right? And so we have a t-shirt company, and we make t-shirts for women who like to bicycle, because whenever we were on Amazon, we were buying all these t-shirts, and man, they were like unisex, right? And I don't know how many women are on here, but I freaking hate wearing unisex t-shirts. It just doesn't fit my body, right? And so my wife and I were like, oh, let's make t-shirts for, women who like to bicycle. It's a very, very, very strong niche, right? Easy to target. It's very clear on who we're targeting. And that's what I love about hitting all of these micro niches, right? They're easy to send messages to. They're easy to pick products, because think about this, right? If we're building a brand, we're not just selling bicycle t-shirts for women, right? We're building an entire brand surrounded around the love of riding bicycles. And so that opens our brand up to selling other things on Amazon, right? It opens us up to creating content that's going to attract our ideal audience. So when we built our Instagram, which by the way was probably the best way to get people into our funnel, we didn't just post our t-shirts. We posted us wearing our t-shirts, riding our bikes. We posted pictures of us in California. We posted every time we got on our bicycle, we were posting pictures. And it wasn't just involving our t-shirts. We were posting about bicycle safety. We were posting about things. We would post articles from other bicycle blogs. We were building a community, a brand around people who love to bicycle and who happen to be women. That's where most e-com stores, they go wrong. They try to sell like things like what they call like a general store, right? And it's like, okay, that's going to work. How are you going to make yourself stand out from the competition, right? So if you are an e-com brand, who is your target audience? What type of content? Don't just post sales content trying to sell your products. How are you building a community, a brand around your products? Think about this. Nike does this so freaking well. What is the number one selling Nike shoe of all time? Someone tell me in the comments. What is the number one selling Nike shoe of all time? Okay? Nike wasn't just trying to sell shoes, right? Nike has built a community of people who want to be better athletes. That's what all of their branding is about, right? What is their number one selling shoe? Exactly, Ed, Pascal. Ding, 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 Air Jordans. Who did they get to sell the Air Jordans? Right? Nike even figured this out. We need a person that people can relate to, people who people admire, a person who people admire. They used a person because even they knew they needed a face behind their brand. And so many of us are trying to build faceless brands and we're wondering why it's not working out. And guys, more than ever, it is important for our audience to connect with us. And what I'm showing you guys to do inside this course, and it doesn't matter whether you have an e-com store, right? My wife and I, when we sell our bicycle t-shirts, guess what? Who we are online is who we are also offline. My wife and I, when we had, our events and stuff, we were setting up our t-shirts at bicycle events. We were taking part in community rides. We were embracing and throwing ourselves where our ideal customers were, not just online, but offline, because we were building a brand, right? Probably a lot of you guys didn't even know that we own that company because probably none of you guys are our target audience. And that's okay. But on the side, we were building a brand and a community of women who love to bicycle, who love to commute. We're putting out content on how to stay safe on your bicycle. We're putting out content on the best places to go have a drink on your bike. We're not just focused on sell, sell, sell. We're building a community. We're building a brand, and that's how you sell, right? What did I do with you guys here? I'm building a community of people who can help each other in this like sea of all of these gurus who are putting out, do this, copy and paste this ad here, copy and paste this, here. And it's like, there is no copy and paste. I hate to break it to you. There is no copy and paste. And what I'm showing you guys how to do works for any niche. And I just gave you guys a really good example. One of the hardest probably to connect, right? How does an e-com strategy connect to an online course strategy? There's no difference in the framework. You still have to build an audience of buyers, right? How do you keep those buyers engaged to buy more stuff? You build a community, you build a brand, and you continue to build an audience of people who are going to buy product after product after product. And so that is how it's not. Running ads for e-com is not just about manual bidding, letting, Facebook ads go and blah, blah, blah. Those businesses are not going to sustain. It's not sustainable unless you're building an audience of people who are going to buy and buy and buy. It's much easier to have an audience of 1,000 people who are really invested in what you're selling and just upsell them. All of you guys right now that are watching this video, I'm going to make a very bold statement right now. Most of you guys right now who are on this call do not have a lead generation problem. Most of you guys watching this video right now do not need any more leads or people in your network. Most of you need to learn how to effectively convert the leads that you already have in your network right now. Most of you guys don't need to go and find any more friends unless you're starting out. But I'm willing to bet that most of you guys, you don't have a lead problem. You have a version problem. And that is where having a very strong nurture sequence, right? That is where having a very strong content strategy is going to help people make better decisions on whether or not they want to buy from you. So we're looking at this strategy right here. Works for any niche right here. We're audience building. We're pushing cold traffic to an offer. Guys, whenever I did local businesses, I'll give you guys an example. Carlos, small mattress store owner in Apache Junction, which is a little podunk town out of Phoenix, Arizona. Audience building, the content that we did. Keep in mind, this guy owns a mattress store. People are like, well, I own a brick and mortar business. Do I need power content? Yes. If you own an e-com store, you need power content. If you are a coach, you definitely need power content. Little Carlos in Apache Junction, who owns a small little mattress store that's about the size of a shoebox, needs power content. And his power content strategy that we worked together on was very, very successful at getting foot traffic into his store. So what was in that power content? We built content to get people, just educating them. One piece of power content that we had was 3 ways to choose the perfect first bed for your child. So basically it was a video on how to pick your child's first bed. Because most people, and I'll just give you like the little tidbit, what his aha moment was in that piece of power content was that parents were going and buying the cheapest thing for their kid, but the aha moment for parents was, no, you actually need to go buy a pretty expensive because it's their first bed and their backs are still growing and all their bones and discs and everything. It was kind of like an aha moment, right? What are those aha moments for your audience? Whether that is a pizza parlor, right? You still have to do power content. The best types of things in audience building is introducing people to who you are and how you're going to help them. Those are the most effective power content strategies. You want to attract the people that you want to work with, and also don't be afraid to leverage that power content to repel the people that you do not want to work with, right? In my audience building strategy, I want to attract people who want to learn how to do Facebook ads, but they don't have a huge budget to hire an agency, right? How many of you guys right now in the comments, I see 21 of you guys. Let me ask you this question. If you are here right now to learn Facebook ads because you cannot afford to hire an ad agency, let me know in the comments. Give me a hashtag, I'm here, and let me know. Are you here to learn Facebook advertising because you cannot afford an agency? I'm just curious. I see over 20 people on this right now. Right? Yep, I'm in. Yeah, you guys are all in because I attracted you guys with my power content and repelled the people, right? Because the people who can afford an ad agency, who have like a $5,000 to $10,000 budget, guess what? They're not going to sit there and watch a video on how to do an ad strategy that only costs $5 a day. If people can afford a $5,000 to $10,000 ad spend, they're not going to be sitting there watching my videos on how to do Facebook ads for themselves. Right? So you have to think about this stuff. Like I've got an ad right now that's got over 250 people. It's got a mix. It's got a mix of a lot of awesome comments on it, but you know what? It's got some people who are pretty pissed off that I'm giving away such value for $7. And you know what? I don't ever delete a comment because you know what? It gives me a chance to explain and educate why I do it. They're not my ideal audience. My ideal audience are you guys. I'm more than happy to, to celebrate people who are selling Facebook ad courses for $19.97 and $2,000-$3,000. If people want to buy a course for $2,000 to $3,000, cool. They're not my peeps. My peeps are the ones that can't afford it. And I'm capturing a large part of the market. And this is where you have to learn how to create your own blue ocean, right? Your own blue ocean. My blue ocean is targeting people who cannot afford all of the courses that are out there. Not a lot of people are targeting that audience. And so I'm going to capture the market because I want to bring the most value for $7 a month on the internet. How are you creating your own blue ocean? And how are you creating this content that's going to go around it, right? If you guys are just hopping on, man, watch the replay, because we're going to we're building out as we're going along. We're building your strategy for you, right? You learn how to do this in phase 3. You learn how to retarget the people that you've been sending, right? Think about this. I'm going to show you guys how all this plays out, right? So this is your roadmap right here. Take a screenshot of this or whatever, write on this. Take a screenshot, bring it into Microsoft Word or Google Docs and write on it, right? You're sending people here organically, right? That's phase 1. I teach you guys how to do this in phase 1, right? Phase 1, you're learning how to do this. In phase 3, you're learning how to retarget these people who are hitting these offers, right? So you're learning how to do these retargeting ads in phase 3. And then audience building, that's phase 4. You guys are going to find how to do this in phase 4. I'm still working on phase 4, but man, there's enough content right now for you to do this very, very effectively. Yep. Beth says she wants to help people fix their finances, both mindset and real world strategy. Absolutely. All of you guys right now who are watching this video, you guys have a blueprint right in front of you. Whether or not you're going to take action on it, I hope that most of you guys do, because guys, this is literally, actually, minus that, this part of the strategy right here, that's what people are charging $19.97 to teach you guys in those Facebook ad programs. I want to teach you guys the entire strategy, right? Now, you have audience building, right? That's top of funnel. Cold traffic to an offer, that's top of funnel. All of this stuff is mid funnel. Now, there's also something that I teach to my premium students, but you know what? I'm gonna kind of go over the framework here. I have something that's called the Hot 7. It's a dynamic ad strategy that is made up of 7 different ads. There you go. So after we've got people that are hitting the offer, they're still hitting the upsell. Ed says he's afraid he won't have enough content. If you go through my 15 pieces of content exercise, Ed, you're never going to have problems with content. That is the one thing, guys, in this program that is probably one of the most valuable pieces of, I've had coaches tell me, I send that exercise to all of my clients, whether they're in my agency or whether they're in my high ticket programs. That 15 pieces of content exercise is going to provide you with enough content to never have to worry about content again. Because you have to look at it think about this. Now, really, really think about this. This content right here are meeting objections, right? So if you have a list, if you know, let's actually talk about this, Ed. Ed says he's afraid he won't have enough content, but check this out. Man, I'm really throwing down the value today. I need a sip of coffee. Hang on. Who else has got their coffee in hand? Hashtag coffee in the comments. Okay. Ed. So Ed's scared he doesn't have enough content, right? Think about this. So you have your offer, right? You're sending people to an offer, whether it's through Facebook advertising, whether it's from content on your profile, right? You're using the Mimi strategy. You're using your 15 pieces of exercise, right? All good ways, right? So audience building, You're using your 15 pieces of content exercise. This stuff, you're either using written ads or you're using, your 15 pieces of content again, exercise. Now, here's the deal. Oh, Pascal got a glass of wine. Whew, he my kind of peeps. By the way, today is Mardi Gras in Louisiana. If I could cue my Mardi Gras music right now, it would happen. But yeah, 15 pieces of content exercise, way more than enough content. But check this out, Ed. Right here, this is simply just content that's going to meet your ideal audience's objections. That's it. Build content around the 3 objections that your audience has to buying your product. That's it. Also, retargeting ads often have testimonials. That's content you don't have to create, right? You want to use testimonials, you want to use case studies. Again, you can turn some testimonials into your personal case studies. So I'll give you guys an example. Maria Fontana, she gave me a testimonial, so boom. We could do testimonial here, right? Let's do that. Let's just actually build all this stuff out, right? So boom. We'll just do Maria testimonial, right? Because I always say this content right here, this is your retargeting, right? They hit your offer, but they didn't buy. Let your people bring you back, right? So they hit your offer, your low ticket offer. Let's just pretend people hit my $7 offer, but they didn't buy. I'm going to hit them with a testimonial from Maria that's going to be like, hey, I followed Laurel's strategy. I got my first 6 high ticket clients utilizing Facebook within 7 days, right? It's a great testimonial. Here, I'm going to meet the second objective. I'm going to make a video of I'll just call it a backstage tour video. It's the video that I described a while ago. It's like, hey guys, I know you're skeptical. You probably saw the $7 program and you thought it was complete shit because all of the other gurus are offering something for $19.97, right? It'll have along the same lines as that. I wish Facebook would let us cuss in our ads because it would be a lot more interesting, but they don't, so I'm not going to do that. But let's just, the backstage tour. Oops, backstage tour. Might need another sip of coffee there. So right now, 2 things that are taken care of that I don't really have to worry about content, right? The backstage tour. I literally, like, if any of you guys have seen, I'm happy to show it. If you guys want me to link you guys to the video in the comments, let me know. Say, link me to the backstage tour ad, and I'll be happy to do that. By the way, if I do link you guys to the backstage tour ad that I'm running, I would very much appreciate a lovely comment on it about the group. That definitely helps. Social proof helps ads big time, okay? So now, Ed, we've got 2 pieces of content here that we really didn't have to create, right? Other than the backstage tour, but it's literally just a video of me on Loom showing people what the back office is. It's not like, having to come up with a content topic. So there's 2 pieces of content right there, right? Now for the upsell, there's going to be a reason why people don't take the upsell, right? So let's say they got into my $7 group, but they didn't book their $97 power hour call. I'm going to send them a reminder video, right? Hey guys, I saw that you're in my $7 group, but you didn't book your power hour call. Click the link below, and on this power hour call, we're going to go over your exact blueprint of what it's going to take for you guys to utilize the best content from the $7 program to get you to that next level. You see what I did there? I acknowledged, hey, I saw that you visited my, you got my offer, you got my $7 offer, but you didn't book a call. This call is awesome because X, Y, and Z. Exactly. No, I can just, so Anna asked, I'm not getting it. Do we need to click your ad to see the other ones? I'm not sure what that means. But if I link you guys to my ad, my first ad, right? You guys can see it. Facebook will let me send you guys my ad links. Now, so we've gotten through 3, right, pieces of video, and we really haven't had to create a lot of content, right? Then, and don't worry guys, I'm gonna link you guys to the video. Lots of cool stuff. So, got a reminder video going. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do Penny's testimonial here, right? I'm leveraging other people to sell my stuff. And I still haven't had to create, quote, create, had to come up with any like content topics whatsoever. Now, something that I like to do as well is in the Hot 7, I literally do the same thing. I utilize case content, right? So a lot of here, if we're looking, let's see, if we are looking at, let me move this for myself. So if we're looking at a Hot 7 strategy, what I'll do, reminder video, off the gate. I'll do a testimonial. Oops. I'll do another testimonial. I'll do a case study. If you don't have a testimonial, replace them with case studies. I'll do educational. So I'm gonna have to come up with some content right here. And then here, I'm gonna bring them back. I do something that's called a power offer. I basically, this last ad in this 7 sequence is simply bringing people back to whatever offer they didn't take me up on. So now you can see that I've like created 7 pieces of content with hardly ever having to create brand new content. Anna, you're not getting the $7 offer, the other ads, because you already have the purchase pixel attached to your cookies. So you guys are not going to see my retargeting ads because you've already bought, unless you guys clean your pixel and then go back in. I'll do that because then I'll be spending money, but nah, whatever. But that's why you guys aren't getting my retargeting ads. You guys already bought. If you've purchased if you've ever spent money with me, I'm not getting your ads. There's no need to. It's a waste of money. Always exclude people who've purchased from your ads. So here's what we're gonna do. But if you use your 15 pieces of content exercise, guess what? You have this entire ad strategy made for you. Right? Yep. You got, so I'm just using Keynote to build this. I have Guru, but I find that Keynote is just a lot easier for these quick calls. Do any of you guys have like questions? But this is how everything ties together. Right? Like if you're an e-com store, you're going to have testimonials of people who are using your product. You're going to have case studies of how your product actually helped that person get X, Y, and Z. Right? We need to build this entire structure. It doesn't matter whether you're a dentist, right? Whether you're a chiropractor, you're going to have awesome testimonials. You're going to have, to make reminder videos. Hey, I saw that you filled out the application, but you still haven't come to visit me in the office. I'm Dr. So-and-so. Come visit me, right? Doesn't matter what niche this is. Too many people are focused on, will this, ad work for me? Would this, Tim, this is how you scale. You continue to build your audience. You continue to add more products, and you continue to build your retargeting. That's literally how you like optimize and scale e-com physical products. You keep adding new audiences and you keep scaling on the amount of traffic that you're going, right? Because scaling is only bringing in more people top of funnel. If you have all of this, scaling is easy because right here, you're literally just adding new audiences in. You're setting up whether you want to do and we're getting a little complicated, but I mean, you're duplicating ad sets that are doing well. You're raising the budget. You're going into more micro niches. But everyone has to figure out, and this is where a lot of people go wrong. They'll send traffic here and they have none of this to follow up. That is one of the biggest ad killers when it comes to, running ads online. Is everyone's sending people a massive amount of traffic to the front end, but they don't have a back end strategy to convert. Facebook advertising does not have to be complicated. We're simply just putting the right type of content in front of the right people. Once we have this back end system, we scale your front end. But if you're in the scaling and wanting to know more about optimizing, my premium program is more for you, because most people in here, they're worried about building. They're just worried about building all of this. And I don't want to confuse anyone. But does anyone have any questions? I'm going to hang out for about 5 minutes, and I know that this Facebook lags. So does anyone have any questions? I'm going to go. Sure. I'm going to link. Yep. Keyword research. Great way to find ideas. Awesome. Pascal says the way that I said it today really made it sink in. Exactly. These strategies work because it's not a Facebook ad strategy. It's not an Instagram strategy. It's just a marketing strategy. It works. Like, Facebook is just, guys, because there's going to be something. Like, it might not be in the near future, but there's always going to be something else, right? And we're going to be able to apply these same strategies that you guys are learning here. So people keep asking for optimization strategies. When you say optimization strategy, because people have a very different meaning of optimization. So James and Tim, if you guys what you define optimization as, let me know. So I don't have the back end. In phase 3, Fitzgerald asked, what section in the training is the back end strategy located? So the back end, as far as the $7 program goes, is in phase 3, and it's simple retargeting. So you're going to get the retargeting in phase 3. But let me know if you're ready for the back end and what you have implemented, and I'll hook you up. You're very welcome. Ed says, I asked about the group we create. Can you elaborate, Ed? I'm not really sure. I'm going back and I'm not seeing anything about a group. Oh, I see. But once they get in the group, if we teach them a lot of key things in the group, what will I teach in my high ticket program? Ed, go back Ed, go watch phase 2. I do a really in-depth training on how to set up your group in order to dump people into your high ticket program. It's very in-depth. All you guys, you guys have everything you guys need to be really successful in this group. Yeah, get off and butt built. Beth, yes. So Tim and James, optimization. Tell me what you guys define as optimization. I'm happy to share any tips whatsoever. I'm asking because usually when I ask what they mean by optimization is usually not what I would define as optimization. So that's why I'm asking that. Pam, I see you say back end. What question do you have about the back end? Be very specific, guys, in your question, because you guys have to remember there's like 109 comments here, so if you can be specific. Cool. Ed, yeah. Only on day 2. Ed, keep going. Trust me, guy. There's everything you need. Everything you need is here. Watch the training. Take the time. My favorite way to tell my students to do this, take one training a day and implement it and then come back. Okay, so James, he says, by optimization, I mean B2B lead generation into a tripwire. I have an account spending $35K a month. I'm managing 4 figures for them currently, and we're stuck on the leads to tripwire conversion, mainly looking at CPM $60 or less, CTR averages. Okay. CPC, $6 less for optimization, but can't find the missing link. So when you say your click rate, are you talking about your click-through rate all, or are you talking about your CTR all? Because there's CTR link click-through rate. I'm probably meaning that your link click-through rate averages about 1%. So basically, you need to get more people clicking through. If it's only averaging at 1%, that's the minimum I want to see that link click-through rate. In order to optimize that, we want to get fresh ads and keep trying to get that click-through rate up, right? It's not the amount of traffic, right? Because if you think about this, James, if you spend more money, you're still going to have the same conversion rate, right? But unless you guys, and this is where people kind of take a dive when it comes to optimizing. You need to work on the conversion rate when it comes to the ads or inside the funnel. It's not top of funnel. Yep. Our CPL is still rising from $5. Our goal up to 9 to 10, 11. Yeah, I'm definitely going to put this training in the back. So James, my recommendation would be to swap out some of your ad copy. What is your click-through rate all on an average? Your CTR all? Nah, James, don't be sorry. I like long. The more descriptive you could be like you just were, the better I can help you. So I like long. Sorry guys, just waiting for him to respond because I know that there's a little delay. But for those of you guys for the training, man, definitely go back after we get off here in a little bit and go watch the replay because man, I think a lot of people are going to have. How many of you guys right now on here had an aha moment? Hashtag aha in the comments if you had an aha moment during this training right now. Do me a favor. Hashtag aha. Cool. Well, James, yeah, let's check. I'll wait for a couple more minutes. If not, if I don't get to this, James, if you could just comment here with your CTR and tag me, happy to give you some advice on that. That's usually something I could immediately find. Beth says she got an aha moment. Ed got an aha moment. More ahas. Pam, Pascal, Isaac, love it. Luis, love it. Loving all the aha moments, guys. Loving it, really. Make sure that you're checking the announcement section. Lots of cool stuff that so many of you guys are missing out, like having me, being able to look at ad copy and, all kinds of fun stuff. The live calls, all of that information is in the announcements. But let's see. I got to run. I've got a meeting that I have to prep for in the next couple of minutes. CTR all is 2.3. Okay, this is perfect. James, you want that CTR all to be 3% or more at least. So your creative, if you simply change your creative, and when I say your creative, I mean like your imagery or your videos, top of funnel, it's going to help bring those numbers up without having to spend any more money. Because what you want to do is you want to increase that, because CTR all either means that your targeting is off or your ad imagery is off. And we could have a pretty good guess over who our target audience is. So most of the time it's not the targeting that's off, it's usually the ad, the look of the ad itself. Because if your CTR all is off, it's either the audience or the actual ad creative as far as like the video or the imagery. If your CTR link click-through is less than 1%, it's the ad copy. But if you improve that CTR, get it past 3%, you're automatically going to get more conversions because you're going to automatically get more people to click through. So, awesome. Denise, so happy that you're here. So happy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. She says she woke up to this aha moment at 6:30 a.m. Her first live video in this group. Awesome. It is far from over, guys. Like I said, if you guys see one of my Facebook ads, please, please, please do me a favor. Talk about the value that you're getting in this group. Talk about your aha moments. But anyway, I love every single one. Guys, if you guys have any questions at all, drop them into this thread today. Let's keep everything organized today. If you guys have a question today, let's drop it in this thread. It'll make my day a lot easier to answer questions. So let's keep them in this thread just for today. Anyway, I hope that you guys have an amazing day. Today's Mardi Gras. I'm going to go get my Boudin and beer on. But like I said, I hope that you guys, I'm just truly blessed to have so many of you guys here. And I just, oh yeah, back to you, Blitz. Yes, I have never heard of that. So I definitely want to check out what they're doing. James says that my strategy is very similar to something else. I'm not surprised. Like I'm looking at, I don't know if you guys have ever read Eugene Schwartz. He wrote an amazing advertising book. If you try to buy it on eBay, it is worth $300. My marketing strategy, guys, is right out of a 1940s book. It's the same strategy I learned whenever I worked in television. It's the same strategy when social media became a thing. Let's think brand building and not just quick sales, okay? If you guys think brand building and not just the quick sales, I promise you guys all the things that you're going to learn here are going to compound over time. And we are going to be building brands that are going to sustain us for years to come. So I'll see you guys on the next live video.